way through that smoke cover to see if he can find any trailing players of RRQ, but in fact, it's just a very deep lurk for xFaro.
Yeah, and xFaro might have to come huge here as Jemkin eventually goes down to the trade. 2 kills on the side of Bleed, trying to open up the site. They're wary of a potential lurk, but they want to get into the site first. They want to clear it. xFaro doesn't land the first shot, eventually gets it. Will just buy time. Now his teammates will be able to peek back out. Elmimore over by drop. Does he reset? The Prowler tags onto Retla. It actually gets the bite, and he loses vision at the most crucial timing. Elmimore gets the first round for RRQ. Got to air out today in this match as they both find themselves here on the VCT Pacific stage. This is a quick push onto B site. Yay, not able to quite land that shot. Flips eventually getting traded out, but xFaro is there with the Outlaw.
Yeah, they've read this really nicely. I'm not sure if they're going to be ready.
Oh, the timing's a little quick. xFaro just lets it pass. He lets his footsteps be heard, though, as he tries to chase through. However, Estrella now on the second lurk all the way around. Jemkin, his job is just to buy time. They have no idea that there could be a second. The Spike Diffuser is killed, and it's only Retla left alive for Bleed. Jiggle on both sides. Retla, too many things to consider. He also has to potentially worry about saving this Vandal. Gets the kill, he can't get out in time, and Jemkin will pick it up for Flips. I mean, you can't possibly imagine that it's another double lurk all the way out from the A side. Zest has no idea. RRQ is working this map like it's just their home ground, and now spamming through the smoke, gets planted for a mound. There is just no way Bleed can get a grasp. Running into the arms of Flips as he gets yet another kill against Ye.
Good luck, Scary.
He'll try to fight his way out of this. Oh, not even Scary's getting out of this one. Get to that level to play in Pacific, but right now, round 7 off to a quick start. That's as you've called it. They'll start to dump their ultimates, and it's going to be an operator hold for Xero, but he has no backup. He's going to get swarmed. He's ready for the jump. He's ready for the blast back. And finally, the showstopper from Ye, not taking any chances. Spotted. Prowler's out to start the approach. The Haunts are coming in on both sides, but nobody spotted still just yet. Estrella finds the first target. It's on to Ye. And suddenly, a 2v4 into the opponent's Viper's Pit. It just does not seem sensible to chase out. Coming in from Jemkin, he finds Darion as he tries to backstep on where they need cover. Baby Door being watched. The possibilities of that B crunch. Very well aware of this. The Prowler right away, but Bleed just holds the left trigger. Ye will get 1 kill, but it's not going to be enough. B site now broken open, and Flips. Does he have a timing? They start to really separate their angles here as Flips catches Darion from behind. He's coming back to help cover Baby Door as well. Estrella gets 1 kill, and Flips watching for anyone else left alive. Scary, that Poison Cloud. Scary also trying to use his own smoke to try to creep in. He's trying to let him know that he's already gotten into the site. He's going to push forward, but Flips is still ready for it. And once again, just Retla, last one.
He's pushing up towards stairs the whole time. Retla might be able to sneak one away here. Yeah, he's going to take Flips, but that's a consolation. Again, they've been doing this so many times to great effect.
Yeah, then the Nightfall into B. I mean, they know that Bleed was prepared for this with the util dump on Rubble, so they're just holding on to that. Still a 1-for-1 trade, and Jemkin just clears the site. xFaro's holding the angle here, trying to make sure that they get a clean win today against Bleed Esports. And they may not even drop a round at this rate as they clean B site once again. Over your head. Yep. We might be setting more records than one here today at VCT Pacific. Not the ones of the good kind. Retla being pressured. He saw the decay, so he thinks he has a chance. But Jemkin is just on fire off the gate, and he goes out for a crouch swing as well. Information. The overheating RRQ just not present today, unfortunately for Bleed. And now Bleed slowly re-clearing the areas, but it's just the crossfires. They know Bleed, they are just starving.
What are you supposed to do? I mean, Scary's going to have to pull off another one of those just miraculous clutches. It feels like Ye's trying to come to help him. From there, okay.
I mean, Jemkin was kind of predicting it, but that is a spike down. Now 45 seconds. xFaro's ready for it, but he's still walking. Now a 2v2. Scary holds on to it, and Ye knows the lurk is coming. And Bleed, a desperately needed round. Door. Heaven still slightly open for Bleed's retake. Estrella now on the lurk. Does he go for a peek out? He does, a little too far out. Now just to bounce out away from that lockdown. Scary looking for a timing. We're going to see the detains come in. Darion starts to push in. The Viper's Pit has to go down off of that death. The Prowler, they know that Scary's still here, so RRQ wants to push out. They want to clear this out first. They're trying to get back in. Elmimore can't, so it's all up to xFaro. He can't get the spam through the wall. Yeah, and Estrella's ready for it. Wants to make sure that he has an escape. He hears the Prowler. Does he use the Paranoia? He's going to use it to try to counter out. He actually catches A on the entry as well. And then the toxic screen comes up. There's the decay. He does find himself in the middle of a drop, but Darion just cannot go and continue on to a... Elmimore's a little too low, so RRQ just letting the plant go, but in fact, Bleed might be overthinking this a bit as they want to try to dwindle the numbers, but it's just too many members. The reloads come in, and eventually Xfero swings around for the trade.
It's in their heads.
Yeah, if Retla can get a kill here, make sure to draw the attention away from A. He goes for the shot, but here's the thing. There's still so many members of RQ alive, and they still don't see the peak. Eventually get the kill. They see it's the Viper. Up, and only Scary holding an off angle next to that spike. Now the push out from Bleed, and Xfero is ready for it. He knows that they'll have to get antsy. Still one more up there, but it's going to be the swing around. Not enough members left alive for Bleed. They're not quite sure. They just wish that there would be a peak. Normally RQ peaks. Normally they overheat. Why is that not happening? That's the thought behind Bleed's head. And now a jump peak and a double, and Xfero still stabilizes for the second. Doesn't want to waste time on the reload. And now the cutoff on the backup as well from the rotation. RRQ.
Right move for sure. Flips, being aware of any lurks, but there are none to be had. All three members of Bleed right there.
Oh,
that is a great thing, Shells.
And the spam comes through the wall. I mean, a 4v3, maybe Bleed. They had a shot, but now just Darion and Retla, neither at full health. The Outlaw creeping up against him as well. Jemkin will get one, and Retla gets two. Can he get a third? He gets it. This spot and Bleed. Can the miracle happen again? No, it will be Estrella that shuts it down. An absolute masterclass of a 13-2 scoreline. Viper, but look at this deep lurk already from Xfero. You've already got the plant covered. He will be spotted by the turret if he goes any further. For the time being, Spike Plant still hasn't happened. Elmimore dancing on top of the bridge, but that's a double kill for Bleed. Scary and Ye one each, but an immediate answer back from Jemkin and Xfero. Now a 3v2 in favor of Bleed. You still don't have the Spike planted. Wingman being sent out. Flips, he knows that they just have to play for time, but dropping the screen to make sure they can cover for Wingman. A dream for Jemkin. Creeping forward.
Oh, this is so tough.
Yeah, I mean, they are spread out across, and on that first sight, Retla will get it. Nano swarms to buy time as well. You've got Jemkin up on top of the screens. This is going to be a drone that finds a lot of information. They're aware of it. Jemkin sees the spot as well. He's ready for it, so he gets the advantage over Ye. They dodge all the flashes as they're swarming over the site, and now the spike has been dropped as Zest once again trying to go for the tap. Gets picked off from long range. Elmimore with another kill. Scary answers back, but it's still a 2v4. Spike down inside the site. And Elmimore creeps forward off of that toxic screen, and he's ready for the quick 2-tap. 4 kills for Elmimore. This alarm bot not destroyed yet. One way comes up, and Bleed, they're going to dash in, and Ye is caught in all this util. He already took so much damage on the way in. There is a trade. The Killjoy now taken down, and Scary already holding the angle under the one-way. Wingman gets taken down. Spike now stranded
30 seconds
right
left.
outside of the B plant zone. Retla in a tied 1v1. Jemkin eliminates him. Now a stabilized 3v3. Recon spends a little extra time. 20 seconds. Shock Dart out to delay the plant even further. All 3 members of RRQ have arrived on the scene. It's a quick kill for Elmimore. Scary answers back. You have to stick the plant. Elmimore takes out Scary, and he's gonna get the triple. 2-2 tied up. And now a pit goes up. The Thrash, what's the timing on it? It's gonna be used before the spike finishes. Ye on the outside. This is gonna be crucial for RRQ to be able to try to clear that out. Scary will get 1 kill onto Elmimore. Now Thrash already expended. Scary holding on close inside the pit and back. Starts back out. Ye getting 1 kill. He gets traded out immediately, but the pit still stays alive. Scary's outside of it, and he dives back in. He is all over the spike. Straya just waits to see if he can get a couple more kills. The cred situation very healthy on the side of RQ. He wants to do some damage, try to get up to that Viper's pit. He'll get a couple extra points for it. Immediately, there's the dash out above, just trying to push them back, making sure you have the sight lines. Good entry in from Ye. No kills just yet, but Darren will find one on a swivel right outside of that toxic screen, and they are trying to take so much space, and they will be rewarded so far, but Elmimore just drops out a nest all of a sudden, and now Bleed surrounded. They cannot catch this Sova. 3 off in the hands of Jemkin. And surely Bleed, they don't want to peek out into this, but Elmimore so close, Zest has no idea. He has been creeping up. There's the pit. How are you going to defend this post plant? The peek out from Scary. Tap hasn't happened yet, but Scary knows that there's more than 1 member. Another 4K for...
Now Jemkin being aggressive with this op.
Now once again, it's just a fast push out, trying to hide away from that
What is
turret.
he
The
doing?
flash lands long enough, he thinks he might not push on it.
Right
We've
here.
seen some players eating flashes and having the confidence. This time it doesn't pay off. Jemkin will pay for it, but Elmimore's truly the superstar of this map as he goes for another opening kill. Drea catches sight of one, catches sight of two, realizes he's trapped. Back up, not in time just yet, but Poison Cloud is Xfero, how does he reset for that? Card, a joker that RRQ does not expect. See if that wingman spots him. He's bouncing back. It doesn't quite, but Elmimore will catch him at long range with the operator. And here's the flank from Xfero all the way around mid. This is a risk that Jemkin takes, but a very timely one. Yellow being given up relatively free. Estrella just hiding. They think that Yellow's free. Eventually they swing around, but it's going to be the rest. The trades are just there. Elmimore and Xfero, the duo continuing to rack up more kills onto the scoreboard. We talked about it, but the ace not going to happen in this round. And it's going to be Xfero this time with a 4K. Absolutely. Op set up outside of Snowman. Gets spotted by the Dizzy. He'll have to back out, respect the Toxic Scream. But what in the world? The Hunter's Fury catches Retla,
Ooh, good flash.
seemingly inside the tube. Now pushing past into Snowman. Yay will try to open up the site. They need to get the spike down. They've dawdled for so many rounds, and again the spike is dropped in the middle of the site. Eventually you will be detained inside your own pit. Flips trying to run in. He spots one. He knows he's just buying time for his teammates to come back in. Xfero gets one. Pit drops. Where is Ye? Xfero tapping the spike. Doesn't quite see him yet. He expects it. But Ye getting the ever so needed 4th round win. It's going to be a fast hit this time. The same up on top of 2, but this time on the pistol round. And RRQ, they've done this a couple times in the past as well, where you just plant Jemkin and then it's the main force elsewhere. They're happy to put their duelist on the lurk.
And Jemkin hoping to outduel Retla. Retla, though, tucking himself in behind the box. Still, Jemkin gets the better of him.
Now Scary reads that it's been the lurk in mid. He's going to push out, but look at this. RRQ recognizing that it might be a push out, and Scary can't land the first shot. And now they've been spotted. RRQ trying to see if the other one's gone the flank around, and the Dizzy sent out, but it's closer than Zest thinks, and they just cannot get the pinch. The reload, and it's the shock dart. Maybe they have after waiting a couple extra seconds, as it's been absolutely silent on the A site. The Nano Swarms have been cleared out by the shock dart. Jemkin gets the first kill far away, all the way to the back corner, and the Bosch pushes him out. Retla at least trades for one.
This is crazy. This is working so well. Ye just walks into Elmimore's guns.
Ye goes down, and Bleed. It's a 10-4 scoreline. You don't have creds, but you feel like you need to claw your way back in on this anti-bonus.
On this round, it felt like they were going to be able to contest this plant, but they never got confident. It just seems like,
Oh,
they,
boy.
jeez, Pharaoh. But they just never felt like Bleed knows that they are on their last legs.
Yeah, don't want to give up match point. You want to fight for it. It's going to be the early util, and Ye's already ahead of it. That's the start that Bleed needs. Taking out Elmimore, cooling him off, takes away that initiator. Now Darion holding close. He sees the gun barrel. He's waiting for him to peek out. He's patient, and he will be rewarded. Within the site, you don't have really quick exits yet. Darion will be able to spot Xfero first. They both get spotted, and Darion calls her back up. There's a crossfire, but it's an instant trade. And RRQ now only 2 members time. RRQ might have a shot, but Ye misses the first shot. But he knows they have the numbers advantage. They just need to buy for time. Flips cleared out in the site. Now you can start to push and pull back in towards the site as you start the defuser tap for it. Estrella swings out, but he won't connect to the second. And Bleed, they don't quite find anyone detained. Jemkin will go for the drop. Just trying to fake it out. Scary on the lurk out. He finds it. Estrella with his gun down, and it's going to be Jemkin now fighting for his life. The Hunter's Fury coming in. Elmimore catches one. Does he find another? No, he's instantly just going to have to buy for time. A quick pass through the toxic screen, and RRQ, a triple kill for Jemkin. Might be able to still sneak in, but that 0 point doesn't quite cover pipe, so it's immediately spraying through the wall. There's a close throw, and he tries to swing on it. He can't get to, as there's still going to be the crossfire. Zest have to clear every single possibility. They're trying to jiggle onto that nest. It's going to be given up by Elmimore, but he's back on the box. Jemkin now hiding on the side. Elmimore eventually gets traded. It's still a 3v3 as Bleed start to approach, but they can't quite clear Jemkin in time. It's a 1-for-1 trade. The pit still up, but it's going to be Estrella far back away from the site. He actually starts to creep in towards it, trying to hold close. This is absolutely unread by Bleed. They have no idea that he's still moved on into the middle of it, and Scary will find him in the last moment. but time is ticking away, and RRQ will get a 2-0 victory in their first match of week 2, getting another on the board.
It's beautiful. It's